Fred talking about, like, we coming down the court and he yelling the plays out, like, watch from start to finish, like, you know, you go to the cuts and this, like, he calling the plays out, like the ball's gonna end up in JV's hand on the backside of this, that, and the other, and you sitting down like,
good in mind. Finish. Yeah, over. Get up. Come on, play. Good. There you go, T. And one. Hey, I'm myself. Where we at? Come on, babe. Good cut, JV. Come on. I gotta help yours.
What are your thoughts on LeBron saying Jaylen Brown is worthy of being in the MVP discussion?
Oh man, I love it. You know, I've been high on Jaylen Brown since when he became Finals MVP.
Atlanta.
Yep.
They came into the season. A lot of people were saying, well, you know, might be lottery for the Celtics. Might be lottery. Jaylen Brown basically said, "The hell with y'all narrative. With y'all narrative. I'm about to go crazy." We got to give some flowers to Jaylen.
12,000 career points in the league, right? And I was thinking about it. I was sitting there. How does LeBron got 42,000, bro? What the
hell? We talk about the GOAT, man. He might be the GOAT. I don't see nobody passing him in our lifetime in the scoring, for one. Two, when you look at his accolades and you look at the longevity, and then you look at the biggest part of it was the expectations coming out of high school, that type.
Forget everything you thought you knew, because the NBA's biggest names may have just flipped the entire conversation upside down. NBA legends and respected veterans are sounding the alarm, and the message is impossible to ignore. Some believe LeBron James and Jaylen Brown could become the league's most terrifying duo. And if they're right, the rest of the NBA has a serious problem. But what are they seeing that everyone else missed? Why are so many insiders suddenly calling this pairing a nightmare matchup? The answers are more explosive than most fans expected. The praise is relentless. The confidence is sky high. And if these predictions come true, the doubters won't have much left to say. So what exactly sparked this wave of bold reactions? And is the hype actually justified, or is something even bigger unfolding behind the scenes? Stay with us, because this story escalates fast.
Overall, the Boston Celtics just outplayed us, especially Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown. He is having an exceptional year.
Jaylen Brown show.
I want him to average 30.
He cannot be stopped right now.
Jaylen Brown and Jack White are having a game of their life.
Jaylen Brown as an individual.
For sure.
Yeah. Because the question for him was, can he lead a team by himself? Right? It was a lot of doubt. He's shown and proven that not only he can lead a team, but I'm also the best two-way player in the
Do you still not see Brown when he gets up on that horse and gets moving and jumping and running?
I'm saying, but see,
he's still one of the most athletic dudes around.
Absolutely, and to your point, like you literally just said, that when we get in the playoffs, he doesn't have that reserve tank. We're gonna need that.
I want to launch a project to bring Black Wall Street here to Boston.
Man, Jaylen Brown is the definition of it's bigger than basketball. He just signed a $304 million contract extension with the Boston Celtics, and his response to what he wants to do in Boston is worth a minute of your time.
I think LeBron James is the greatest sports story of all time. You know, you look at Kobe, Kevin Garnett, Tracy McGrady. I think those probably three of the greatest straight to high school players. Dwight, he's great, but they all struggled.
Yeah.
In the beginning.
For years, the basketball world has insisted that Father Time is undefeated. Yet every time LeBron James steps on the court, that narrative takes another hit. Now, add Jaylen Brown at the absolute peak of his powers, and suddenly the rest of the NBA has a massive problem. Some believe this combination could turn the league into a nightmare for every opponent. And the scariest part is, they may only be getting started.
Whatever. Got a snub for Jalen Brunson. He took that shit out on the Clippers wholeheartedly. JB put up 50 on the Clippers. And what's impressive about the 50, of course, the scoring, the nigga did on 26 shots. He was efficient as hell. Couldn't miss a shot, it seemed like. While guarding Kawhi Leonard.
He was one of those players, smart. So smart that he plays to his strengths, never his weaknesses. When you're trying to say he's not a one-on-one guy, he's not this, he knows that's not his skill. He's not going to try to do it, right? He's going to play to his
LeBron James is the best basketball player that I've ever seen. I have never seen a guy come into the league with the amount of fanfare, the amount of hype, the amount of pressure, and actually deliver. Most complete basketball player that I've ever seen. Elite on.
Oh man, you know, we talking to reporters and they was like, man, have y'all heard of this kid? The chatter was like, have you heard of this kid named LeBron James? He a high school phenom. He's so good, he could probably start in this All-Star game. And I was like, so I sat up and was like, what? I'm looking around, I'm like, they go, hey.
NBA legends who once ruled the paint are talking about this duo like an unstoppable force. They're not wondering if the damage will happen, but how teams are supposed to survive it. That's how dangerous many believe the LeBron James, Jaylen Brown pairing could become.
Jaylen Brown, another who we didn't have, you know what I'm saying? He said we didn't say they was going to be nothing, but we didn't have him right here. We was like, bro, let's see if he can lead the team without Tatum. You know what I'm saying? Without Holiday, without Porzingis. They lost a lot of vets.
But when it comes to the big two, for game one, you have to go with Brown. You don't win game one without Brown. I know the stats are pretty close between the two, and I know Tatum probably had more rebounds and all that. Right. But how many threes did Tatum miss towards the end of the game? Threes anymore.
There's nobody at that height and size that can move that fast and also go through contact and still score. We've never seen it.
Right.
And still make his teammates better.
Right. That's a tough one. I would say the Kevin Durant. Nah, in terms of dominance of the game of basketball at this stage.
The craziest part? LeBron James keeps making age look irrelevant. While Father Time is supposed to slow every superstar, LeBron continues to attack the rim with the same authority that defined his prime. Defenders nearly half his age are still left chasing him, and that's exactly why so many believe he's far from finished.
He has been playing well these last 20 games. He's flipped the switch. I don't know if it's because they was talking about his hairline and the black marks and things like that, but he's definitely tapped into another level. And he's playing really well.
Day one, for him to come into the NBA at 18 years old, he was really good. We had his first game, I think, on TNT. He played really good. But in this generation with social media, he's never gotten in trouble. He's lived up to all the hype.
Brought his boys along.
To do. That's what LeBron mastered. I'm just going to stick with what I'm great at. I'm going to perfect it. I'm going to get smarter, wiser. If y'all think he's fast now, what you think what was coming down the lane then?
Right. I tell people that all the time. You saw the worst stuff.
Even after turning 35, LeBron James continues to defy everything trainers say about aging. Pair that with Jaylen Brown's explosive first step and elite basketball IQ, and the matchup becomes even more dangerous. LeBron's 2 decades of mastering every defensive scheme combined with Brown's ability to read rotations and punish every mistake creates a duo that can score, create, and dismantle defenses before they even have a chance to react.
I'm talking about, Kobe and LeBron, because anytime you talk about Kobe and LeBron, Jordan 6-0 in the finals.
Kobe got more championships. They always got something.
They always got something to say. Yeah. But 8 straight finals, 8 straight. That last year in Cleveland, come on, man. They had no business being in the finals.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I can't even argue that because Lloyd getting money.
What about Wemby, though?
Man, I can't argue none of that. He doing on both sides of the ball. That's why I love Jay Brown. Jay Brown don't get enough credit for actually doing it on both sides of the ball, which is hard.
Oh, good pass. Come on, Reese. Up, 3, 2, 1. Get up, baby. Right there. 1-on-1. Good move. 1-on-1. Help. Got it. 5. Box in. 4. I got 3. 2, 1.
Opposing coaches have tried everything. Double teams, packed paints, overloaded defenses. But nothing seems to hold up for long. LeBron James picks apart every scheme with elite playmaking, while Jaylen Brown punishes every opening with relentless scoring. Every adjustment creates another weakness, leaving defenses one step behind. That's why LeBron continues to post superstar box scores, and Brown's scoring gravity keeps collapsing entire defenses, making this duo a nightmare to contain.
I think it's the best basketball he's played. And look, the guy's been great. And I've always loved Jaylen Brown because he really likes to play defense. He takes on that challenge. They don't hide him. He's going at whoever that is on that end of the floor. And
LeBron James was on a Cleveland team who won 67 games. And just he left. Did nobody else leave, just he left, and they damn near broke a record for losses. So when you talk about LeBron James, put some goddamn
Jaylen Brown, LeBron James, and Tyrese Maxey all working out together. And the playmaking I just spoke of is on display here. And it starts with LeBron James.
Teammate what to do, because the teammate turned around to the bench like, what's the play? And now you go over here, and I'm like, man, this dude's mind like is at a totally different level, because like, he knows our stuff, he knows their stuff, and he telling the audibles, for their team to adjust to our defensive scheme.
LeBron James and Jaylen Brown feed off each other's intensity, turning routine possessions into momentum-shifting plays. Teams may enter with a game plan, but many leave questioning whether it ever stood a chance. LeBron attacks every possession with playoff urgency, while Brown brings relentless focus on both ends of the floor. By the fourth quarter, opponents are often exhausted, their execution slips, and this duo is still dictating the game.
Seriously, has Jaylen Brown played his way into the MVP discussion so far this season?
Yeah,
I believe so.
for sure.
Yes, absolutely. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. For sure.
Yeah,
interesting.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, not a doubt about it.
Perfect timing.
About it.
Hall of Famers. He was drafted in 2003. Those guys were drafted in 2008, 2011, 2012. They all had excellent games, and he was the best. LeBron James, who, by the way, has played more minutes, a version of a player that was called the point guard. He proved last night, I think for a lot of people, he's still, without any age addendums added to it, a top 10 guy that you would want for the post.
What makes this duo even scarier is the context. While most superstars eventually slow down, LeBron James continues to average 26 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists in year 22, while Jaylen Brown has elevated his game to another level since the All-Star break. One analyst even argued Brown shouldn't just call himself the NBA's best two-way player. He should be in the conversation for the best player in the league based on his current form. Together, LeBron's elite IQ and Brown's two-way dominance transform both ends of the floor, creating easier looks for teammates and forcing opponents into impossible defensive choices. Playing alongside LeBron James instantly elevates an entire offense. Despite the constant questions about age, LeBron continues to silence critics with elite durability and legendary performances, including an Olympic MVP run that led one longtime Michael Jordan supporter to declare, LeBron James is the greatest. Some analysts even believe that at 41, LeBron could embrace more of a full-time point guard role than ever before. Add Jaylen Brown's elite conditioning and explosive two-way game, and the pressure on defenses becomes overwhelming. As one analyst put it after LeBron's move to Philadelphia, brilliant move, he's got arguably the best young point guard in the game, comparing LeBron to the king on the chessboard, who always knows how to maximize every piece around him. One analyst went even further, calling LeBron James the greatest athlete to ever live, praising his ability to score, defend, rebound, and facilitate at a level never seen from someone with his size, speed, and strength. Meanwhile, the numbers keep backing up the eye test. LeBron remains near the top of the league in multiple categories with remarkable efficiency, while delivering huge performances against stars like Paolo Banchero, Cade Cunningham, and Anthony Edwards. That sustained dominance, combined with Jaylen Brown's two-way brilliance, is forcing the rest of the NBA to rethink roster building, because this isn't a duo fading with time. It's one redefining what sustained greatness looks like. Over an 82-game season and the playoffs, most stars eventually wear down, but LeBron James and Jaylen Brown keep raising the standard. One analyst praised LeBron as one of the greatest basketball minds to ever play the game, adding that with this supporting cast, he'd already consider them championship favorites. Their relentless intensity, elite decision-making, and ability to exploit even the smallest defensive mistake continue to convince many around the league that this dominance isn't slowing down anytime soon. In the end, the numbers, the eye test, and even former players all point in the same direction. LeBron James continues to shatter expectations with elite production, historic durability, and one of the greatest basketball minds the game has ever seen, while Jaylen Brown has emerged as one of the NBA's premier two-way stars. Together, they've created a partnership that many believe can overwhelm opponents on both ends of the floor. As one analyst put it, LeBron's basketball IQ is so far above everybody else, while another called Brown the best two-way player in all of basketball. Whether the league is ready or not, the challenge remains the same: find an answer, or keep getting burned. But what do you think? Can LeBron James and Jaylen Brown become the NBA's most unstoppable duo? Or is the hype getting out of control? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to Hoop Lab, and turn on notifications so you never miss the biggest NBA stories, debates, and breaking analysis. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.